Welcome back, Ring Rats and Mat Maniacs, to another power-packed edition of From the Pages, where we dive deep into the vintage magazines that told it like it was. This time, we crack open the June 1990 issue of Wrestling Eye, a thick, glossy attitude, heavy time capsule that grabs you by the mullet and slams you into a folding chair of pure nostalgia. Let's take a detailed walk through every headline, article, and eye-popping segment from the original pages. No fluff, no fantasy, just the real content as it was published. Let's go. The day wrestling died. A shocking headline kicks things off. Written by Steve Muller, this article explores the rumored retirements of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair in early 1990. The author compares it to Steinbrenner pulling the Yankees or the 49ers not showing up for a season. Wrestling without Hogan or Flair, that's like peanut butter without jelly. Flair's troubles begin with his role as both the NWA's top star and its booker. Turner's brass isn't happy with dwindling ratings, bad booking, and a stale product. They plan to phase Flair out and push new stars like Sting and Lex Luger. Flair is forced to turn heel again in February during the Clash of the Champions X, and is on the way out. Meanwhile, Hogan is weighing movie offers from Disney, the arrival of his second child, and his father's health. He's tired of the grind and may retire after a Japan tour and a potential bout with Mike Tyson. The author warns, record your tapes now because we may be seeing the end of the era. Roddy Piper, not rowdy anymore. Piper's return to the WWF is recapped with brutal honesty. He went from WrestleMania 5 fire extinguisher antics to hosting primetime wrestling with Gorilla Monsoon. The chemistry, compared to the Rolling Stones and the Chipmunks. Fans didn't buy his new buffoonish persona. Even his in-ring feud with Rick Rude dragged on too long and lost steam. Despite solid shape and some fire returning, his mid-card status and odd on-screen firing, over a Santa skit gone bad, leaves Piper in limbo. The author calls for the return of the old Piper, the bat-wielding, flower shop-destroying rebel. Those fabulous blondes. A ranking of the top blonde male wrestlers scored on looks, ability, and attitude. Ric Flair comes out on top with 26 points. Excellent promo guy, brilliant wrestler, but a 7 on looks due to age. Ricky Morton earns 22.5 points. Cute, charismatic, but small. Barry Windham, Johnny Ace, Michael Hayes, and Sting all score in the low 20s. Stan Lane, Buddy Landel, Tommy Rich, and Greg Valentine round out the list. Hulk Hogan places near the bottom with 17 points. The author notes his declining looks and fading popularity. Andre the Final Days, a sobering tribute to the eighth wonder of the world. Andre the Giant is seen as a shadow of his former self. From drop-kicking Don Leo Jonathan to limping down the ramp. This is the heartbreaking sunset of a legend. Still wearing a back brace after surgery, he wrestled Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3. The article urges fans to remember the glory, not the decline. Larry Zbyszko, simply underrated. Bill Sanders argues that AWA champion Larry Zbyszko is the most underappreciated wrestler in the business. While Hogan grabs headlines, Zbyszko dominates with technical prowess. Former champ Gene Kiniski says it best. He may not have blonde hair or muscles, but he sure can wrestle. His backstory, betraying mentor Bruno Sammartino, is relived with steel cage memories and Pittsburgh pride. Stan Lane, wrestling's sweetest bad boy. Stan Lane's evolution from Fabulous One to Midnight Express standout is chronicled. While Bobby Eaton gets the spotlight and Cornette's affection, Lane stays stylish, smooth, and slightly bitter. He's called sexy, skilled, and possibly headed for a solo run. Tension brews in the Express, and even Cornette's denials can't hide it. What's next for Paulie Dangerously? Dangerously is out of the NWA after a clash with Ric Flair. This article speculates whether he'll land in WWF as Bobby Heenan's nephew, or even Piper's evil twin. Yes, they actually write out an entire fantasy skit where Dangerously imitates Roddy on Piper's Pit. It's a wild blend of storyline ideas hinting that Paulie's best days may lie ahead. not behind. The Widowmaker won tough Texan. Barry Windham's WWF run as the Widowmaker is examined. Despite his technical skill and legacy, he's stuck in limbo. He's not in major feuds, barely on TV, and rumored to be out. Dusty Rhodes is his past rival and potential future opponent. The article ends by revealing Windham might retire altogether, cutting short what could have been a legendary singles run. Wrestling Eye News Line. A fast-paced section of hot news and rumors. WWF joins forces with All Japan and New Japan for a mega card. Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage may headline, with Big Van Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Stan Hansen also appearing. Junkyard Dog becomes a top independent draw. Kerry Von Erich may enter the NWA. Jason Hervey from the Wonder Years is Terry Funk's godson. Hulk Hogan gets his own line of children's vitamins. Ad recaps in Hulk Hogan vitamins. The Hulkster goes pharmaceutical with a child-friendly, cholesterol-free product line. Jaguar Videos ads promoting strong, sexy women in real fighting action, catering to fans of mixed and female wrestling fights. Fan club column highlights various fanzines and newsletters like Mat Watch, Pro Wrestling Torch, and Black Knight Wrestling, giving fans deeper access to news and rumors. Subscription ad for wrestling, I save 20% and get all the action at home, includes fan favorites, interviews, and news from every federation. That wraps up this intense issue of From the Pages. You got rumors, rankings, retirements, Piper's decline, Lane's fashion sense, and even a vitamin empire. Whether you agreed with the assessments or not, this issue didn't hold back. We post a new From the Pages episode every single day, digging into the wild, weird, and wonderful world of vintage wrestling magazines. If you dig this style of recapping the glory days of the Squared Circle, do us a solid like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the past alive and the leg drops coming. Until next time, keep those elbows high and your tape decks rolling.